This video is for the people who are overwhelmed by too many ideas. Maybe you have a lot of things you want to create. You're a person who keeps getting ideas and inspiration to create something, whether it be music, business, videos, etc. It doesn't matter. But you have a lot of ideas and you don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. And what I would first suggest that you begin to do is to understand where these ideas are coming from. These ideas are most likely coming from your soul. If they are creative and if they are of benefit to society, these ideas need to be implemented. And they need to be implemented and acted on as soon as possible. Now, it depends. Sometimes some projects take time. Sometimes some things can just happen in a moment. But it's important to get to action, get to work. So um, for example, I struggled a lot with creating content because I felt like I wasn't ready to do so. I didn't have enough resources. I didn't have the gear. I didn't have all the things that I needed to be able to output the content that I wanted to output. For me, it wasn't ready. It wasn't perfect. And so I was constantly being bogged down by so many ideas. And I just, at one point, just had to give up because I was like, I'm never going to get to these things. So I'm just going to call it quits. And I did for a few years. I stopped creating content. But I came back and I realized that it's not about how it looks, it's about your intention, who you are. Are you showing up and are you willing to help people? Because in reality, at the end of the day, if you have something to say and you say it, then you are more likely to help the people who need to hear it. And that's the most important thing to remember. Because as a person who's getting these ideas, you don't know where they're gonna take you. You don't know the value that they carry for the individual that and for other people basically. And if you don't put it out there, you'll never help them out. And you have to really think about it that way because when you think about it from a point of perfectionism, like oh this isn't perfect, this isn't where I want it to be. You're basically stopping yourself. You're thinking about it from a selfish point of view. It's not perfect for you because you need that validation to be able to post something out into the world. But the thing is, you'll never be ready. You'll never know when it's ready, and you'll never really know until you actually try. And and you have to also see it as a thing of look, if you're overwhelmed, the point isn't that these ideas are the end result. All these things are just byproducts of a source. So what should your attention be on? It should be on the source. It shouldn't be on the ideas that come from the source, because the ideas that come from the source are limited. They have a expiration date, or at least they have a life sentence, right? So once it is said, it is said. But the source is infinite, and so if you can connect to your infinite source, you can constantly be creating. You can constantly be outputted. And as you refine yourself, as you grow, as you develop the skills that are necessary, and as you dedicate yourself to your craft, to expressing these ideas, then you will be able to become a master, become proficient, become really good, and you get to that level of perfectionism that you so much wanted in the beginning. But like for me, it's like dancing. I love tuning into. I loved social dancing, and so I love the fact that I could get into the flow state while I was dancing, and it would give me ideas for what I should do at my house, or it would give me ideas or insights into my life. And so, even though yes, I did want to be a perfect dancer, but if I didn't go out and just dance and I waited for myself to be perfect, to be in the best dancer that I could be, then I would never have discovered the flow state in the way that I did. And so now I can enter the flow state even if I'm not the best dancer or if I'm learning a new dance. I can still enter the flow state because I'm still having fun. So the point is that when you have a lot of ideas, the thing you need to do is release them. It's an act of release. It's an act of surrendering also, and it's also I believe an act of catharsis. So in psychology, there's this word called catharsis when one person engages in an activity and it almost becomes like a release, a healing, as a healing effect on the individual, like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders. And so if you can engage in the production of these ideas, you get used to also producing them and expressing them. And so you get much more tuned into source, much more tuned into who you truly are. You are not the ideas themselves, you're the channel of the ideas. And in fact, you are the source of these ideas. So do not put these ideas on a pedestal because the moment you do, you slow down. No, these ideas are your creations. And so when you step into your power as a creator, then that leads you to create even more and create even better. And at the end of the day, that's what we care about. Really, like it's the perfect blend um of doing the work but also getting better, of doing it raw but also improving it in quality. So, and it all ends with, if you feel overwhelmed, then it's a sign that you need to empty out. You need to release it. And and then it's your job to find out who those ideas are for, who they can serve, and put the ideas in the places that they can serve people best. All right, so hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was the video that you needed to hear right now. I hope that it was. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe. If you want to connect with me more deeply, join my community where we do coaching calls and we have master classes and challenges to help you get to the next level in your soul journey. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one.